Good morning, everyone!
Good morning, Miss.
Louder, please!
Good morning, Miss.
Okay, so today, I would like to teach you about a part of grammatical. Since you are joining this bilingual class, you have to be fluent in English, especially in sentences. Even though it's about 16 grammatical sentences, part of speech, and the first thing is about auxiliary verbs. You have to know it. And before we started, I would like to know you more about what's your name, and then maybe your address, your hobby, and then maybe your born of your dad. Okay, so first I would like to introduce myself. My name is Anissa Rahmawati, and you can call me Sarah. And today I would like to teach you as your auxiliary English teacher. So I would like to know more about you. So I would like to choose one of you to start introduction. For the first, maybe you.
Yes, Miss. Thank you, Miss. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ahmad Ruda, and you can call me Ahmad. My hobby is running, and then I was born at 2014. 2004, I meant.
This 2000.
And 4.
Next.
Hello, Miss. Good morning. My name is Muhammad Dipo Asbi.
Hello, Dipo.
My hobby is jogging, and I'm born in 10 March 2005.
Okay, next. You, girl with the navy hijab.
Good morning, Miss. Let me introduce myself. My name is Salsa Bilawardani. You can call me Salsa. I was born on 4th of July 2003. My hobbies are like to listen music and drawing. And for now, I live in Bekasi.
Okay. The last, the girl with the purple jackets. I think it's not working. Yeah, because it's a little bit tricky. Yeah,
Good morning, Miss
that's
Sarah.
Okay.
My name is Aulia.
Okay.
I was born in Jakarta on 9th of March 1990.
Udah bener?
Ya, ngomong tadi.
Good morning, Miss Sarah. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Aulia Putri. You can call me Aulia. I was born in Jakarta on 9 March 1999. I live in Central Jakarta. My hobbies are reading, and I like to go to new places. Thank you.
Thank you. So there are 4 students in here, and if I'm not wrong, I will call you one by one. You're Ahmad, right?
Yeah.
And then Dipo,
Yes, Miss.
Salsa,
Yes, Miss.
and Olia.
Correct.
So because I've known you right now, we will discuss about the auxiliary verbs. Okay. So this is the overview. We would like to discuss about what's auxiliary verbs for the modal can, may, must, could, should, be able to, and going to. Actually, there are so many, and we will practice using these modals. For this, I would like to introduce you about the auxiliary verbs. What is auxiliary verbs actually? Auxiliary is an auxiliary word that is placed before the main verb. It's about when you say something that it's really need to tell, and it's about asking for something. And the function of auxiliary verbs, there are 4 functions. For the first one, describe the will. I want to meet you now. Or he wants a cup of coffee. Or she wants this jacket. And for the second, expressing ability. It means that you tell someone that what can they do or you can do. For example, like they can sing well or I can answer this question easily. And the third is showing the need. If you need something, you just telling it with the auxiliary verbs. Like I need you in my life, or they need some food for eating, or they need to go there. For example, like that. And for the last thing is showing possibility. It's like he may come to see me tomorrow, or etc. So for the first slide in here, I would like to ask you one by one, give me one example about modal verb that you know, such as can, may, or must. Can you do that?
Yes.
Can you do that, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so if you don't know, just ask me and I will help you. For the first, Aulia,
Okay.
give me an example about auxiliary verbs.
Must,
Yeah. And then,
may.
okay.
I think that's all.
Okay. Salsa?
Sorry, Miss, I don't know.
Okay. It's like will,
Oh,
would, could, going to, have to, be able to, need to,
Okay.
and must to. So we're going to the next slide. We're talking about auxiliary verbs can. Telling about the ability. So if you can do something or you were able to do something, you can say it by using can, the word of can. For example, they can finish their job today. We can finish our project today. Or I can pass the exam easily. And the next one is it can be used to ask permission. Can I have your pencil, please? Can I have a cup of coffee? Or can I sit beside you? And the last is to tell about possibility. It means that you're telling about the situation that might be happening. You can be sick. Or I saw the broken bridge. He can come late. Or is it rain? You can be sick. Like that. So we're going to the next slides. We're talking about the modals may. The ox that has meaning in Indonesia, boleh atau mungkin. The first is revoke a permit application. Like, may I wash my hand? Or, may I go to the toilet, sir? You can ask in that condition. Or the last thing is, may I ask for something? And then, express request or hope. Like, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always bless you. Or may He come pick me up. The other models is a must. Indonesia harus, wajib, ataupun seharusnya. Declare a necessity or must. For example, you must eat early because you will go half minutes later. And tomorrow will be exam. You must study now. And in sentences, deny negative and make answer from question sentences. Always use need, not, or needed. Are we called mustn't, must not. Must I finish it now? But it's really seldom sentences that we use. Or must you wear the hat? And you You need not to ask me. And the last thing is must not or mustn't shows a prohibition. You mustn't go there. You must not go alone. You mustn't climb the mountain because it's too cloudy. It's telling about prohibition something in that situation. And the next slide is must equals to have to, or for the pronoun she or he, it might become has. For example, we have to pay our debt. You have to respect your parents. And the last thing about must is must hasn't had a past tense. They only use have to, and the structure is same for all objects. For example, if you know that can have a past tense cold and will have a past tense for would, for must, there is not something different. They only become have to. For example, I had to wait for her yesterday. Or, sorry, I came late. I had to do my homework. And this is the auxiliary of shall. Do you know what is the difference between shall and should? Anyone? Like can and could. Can and could. Could is a present, so should is is the past tense. Is the past tense, sorry. So shall, it can be has the meaning of must in the form of future tenses. They are same. Shall, should, and must have the same meaning in Indonesia. Harus, wajib, or seharusnya. For the example, we shall go to the Bandung next week. And you shall come to my house. And so, for the show assistance over, shall I help you? Shall I accompany you? Shall I do your homework? Shall I be with you? For example, like that. Haruskah aku bersamamu? Haruskah aku membantu kamu? Nah, to show a promise, I shall meet you tomorrow. Aku harus bertemu kamu nih besok. And another example, you shall give me a new book. Kamu harus ngasih buku baru itu ke aku. Dan to give a proposal, use shall I or shall we. Like, what time shall we meet? And shall we go there? And then we're going next to the auxiliary verbs of could, yang memiliki arti yang sama dengan can dan fungsinya. Namun ini merujuk ke masa lampau atau bisa digunakan dalam bahasa yang santun. For example, I couldn't answer the question, I couldn't open this book, and I couldn't be a model. Could you please help me guys to read the number 2 and number 3 for the example? Anyone?
Yes, miss.
Okay, number 2.
Permintaan dengan sopan. Could you help me please? Could you give me money? Could you lend me your books? And then number 3, kemungkinan. You could be a winner. This day could be sunny.
Yeah, that was the function of could. Like they're telling you about the past tense, but they're somehow they will show you in a polite way to speak to us for something. And then we're going to the auxiliary verbs. Should is the past of shall. For example, I should come to Bali 2 days ago, and when you gave me money, I should save it in the bank. But it can be a recommendation for something or meaning preferably. You are tired, you should take a rest. You are sick, you should go to the hospital soon. And anyone please read the number 3 and number 4 for the explanation of should. Anyone can?
the necessity in this case should the same as ought to. It's raining, you should bring umbrella. The road is slippery, you should be careful. Another example, I should have came early before it happened. They should have helped their sister.
Okay, so that's all about should and could. So we're going to this a bit hard for me or a bit difficult because it's about be able to. Often used to express someone's capacity to do something or their permission to do it. And here's the breakdown. Alia, can you please read number 1?
Okay, please. Number 1, expressing capability. When used in this sense, be able to indicates that someone has the necessary skills, resources, or qualities to accomplish a particular action. For example, number 1, after months of practice, she was able to play the piano beautifully. Second, with his new glasses, he is able to read without difficulty.
Okay, for the number 2, Depot, could you please read it for me?
Yes. Indicating possibility, be able to, can also suggest the potential for something to happen or for someone to do something. Though it doesn't necessarily imply that the action has already occurred. For instance, if you study hard, you will be able to pass the exam. We might be able to finish the project by next week if everyone contributes.
Okay, for the number 3, Matt, could you please read it?
Yes, referring to permission or freedom, sometimes be able to denotes the freedom or permission to carry out an action. You are able to leave work early today if you finish your tasks. I was able to enter the event because I had a ticket.
Okay, that's all about be able to. So they are expressing about the capability, indicating possibility, and referring to permission. Like when you're able to do something, you can say it with that, or someone able to do something. And here we go. For the number 4, yeah, of course there are so many explanations about be able to because it's a bit difficult. Used in various tenses and form, be able to can be conjugated according to the different tenses and moods. And it can use present tense and is, are able to, past tense, was, were able to. I was able to do my homework before that tragedy happened. And future tenses will be able to, conditional tenses will be able to, and present perfect tenses have or has been able to. Past perfect tenses have been able to, and continuous from being able to. I thought that you all know about these tenses, the functional, so it can be useful if it connected to able to. So you can use this able to by your condition and situation. And for number 5, substitution for can, in my cases, be able to can be used interchangeably with can. So they are same with can, especially in affirmative sentences. But however, be able to is more flexible and particularly informal or written context or when referring to the future or hypothetical situation. And overall, the over to is useful construction in English for expressing capability, possibility, permission, and providing clarity and facility in communication. So, here's another auxiliary verbs with their examples. There are will, might, ought to, and be going to. For the first thing, I would like to explain that ought to is equal to should and should is equal to shall. So, could you guys read it for me for auxiliary verbs will? Anyone? Okay.
Well, I will buy a new car next week. She will eat some delicious food. Will you give this book to her? Will you go shopping with me?
Okay, so for the might function, maybe Dipo?
He might be attended the class. My teacher told me that tomorrow might be holiday. Might I move another seat? He might be don't believe it.
And then O2 equals to show Ahmad.
How to spell?
O2. O2.
O2 same as should. She ought to be patient. She ought to go early because she has exam. This project ought to have been finished 2 days ago. I ought to have wrote this article yesterday. You ought to keep your health.
Okay, and for the last one, salsa. Could you please read?
Yes, miss. We going to. The sky is dark. It is going to rain. I get up late. I will be going to came late to the school today. We are going to discuss about next trip. Are you going to watch football program tonight?
Okay, so that's all about the example for auxiliary verbs. We'll explain about in Indonesia akan. Aku akan membeli mobil ini minggu depan. Dan might itu berfungsi untuk mungkin, sama dengan may. He might be attending the class. Dia mungkin akan datang ke kelas. Ought to, same with should. She ought to be patient. Dia harus lebih sabar lagi. Then be going to. The sky is dark. It is going to rain. Ya, langit itu mulai gelap dan akan mulai hujan. Seperti itu. And then this is the exercises. There are so many questions, multiple choice. I hope that you could answer it perfectly, guys. So for the number one, maybe starting from Aulia. Could you read it and answer it, please?
Number 1, your glass is empty. Blah blah blah. I gave you some more fresh water. I think the answer is A. Shop.
Yeah, that's correct. And then number two, salsa.
Me?
Yeah.
Number 2, we blah 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 like to visit that new store someday. I think the answer is it D. We would like.
D, we would like, not that. We blah 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 like to visit that new store someday. The answer is C, I think. Yeah, we can like to visit that new store someday. Okay, for number 3, Ahmad.
You are sick, but you don't come hospital to see a doctor. You blah 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 visit him soon. The answer is C. Should.
The right answer is can. You are sick, but you don't come to hospital to see a doctor. You can visit him soon. Kamu lagi sakit, tapi kamu nggak bisa datang buat ada appointment sama dokter itu. Mungkin kamu bisa visit lagi besok. Bisa. Can? Indonesia?
Bisa.
And then number 4, Dipo.
Number 4, I really don't know why Tony didn't come to the meeting. There, blah blah blah, something wrong with him. B could be.
Yeah, I really don't know why Tony didn't come to the meeting. There could be something wrong with him. Mungkin ada suatu masalah dengan dia. Dan kenapa pakai could? Karena itu menyatakan didn't come, past tense. That's it. And number 5, back to Olia.
Number 5, Rini is old enough. She blah 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 know better than the others about it.
The answer?
I think the answer is C. Must.
C, must. She must know better than others. Yeah, that's correct. Or number 6, back to Salsa.
Number 6, they blah 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 study hard because next April they will take the examination. I think, is it B? Must. They must study hard.
They must study hard because next April they will. Yeah. They. Mereka harus belajar dengan giat karena April depan mereka akan melakukan ujian. And then number 7, back to Ahmad.
You blah 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 promise to your mother if you go to school. The answer is must A. You must promise to your mother if you go to school.
You blah 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 permit to your mother if you go to school. The answer is yeah, correct. A. And then number 8, Depot.
Number 8. She blah, 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 come here tomorrow. The answer is E. Might. She might.
The answer is she blah 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 come here tomorrow. She might. What do you think about it? Why do you think that it is might?
Because sentence.
Yeah, that's it. Because it's telling about promising for that situation. And number 9, Aulia.
He blah 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 speak English well if he took English course. I think the answer is how about B? Okay.
B. He can speak English well if he took English course. Absolutely perfect. Because it means that dia akan bisa berbicara bahasa Inggris dengan baik jika dia mengambil kursusnya. And the last part.
Number 10, you seem to be having trouble there. Blah blah blah. I help you. You seem to be having trouble there.
It was in the example.
I think English.
Yeah, you seem to be having trouble there. Should I help you? That's the correct answer. So you're correct for answer the 10th question for today. And this question is this question will be your homework, and you can bring me about 2 days later after this class. I think that's all for the class for today, and hope you could understand about auxiliary first. You can prepare to go home now. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss.